I'm here today to do my May wrap-up. I read 7 books, completed listening to 2 books, and then I started 1. So the first book that I completed in the month of May was The Double Fudge Brownie Murder by Joanne Fuqua. This is the last book that is currently out in the Hannah Swanson series, and I really enjoyed it. It was an unexpected romantic twist in it, which I did not see coming. So I'm going to probably do a non-spoiler review of the entire series to let you guys know my thought and what my favorite books were and what my overall thoughts about it was. I know it's not done, but it is a very long time commitment, but they're very, very easy reads. And the movie came out this month for the Chocolate Chip Murder Mystery, which is the first one in it, and I really liked the casting, so I was pleasantly surprised to see how it ends, and I really hope we get the next one soon. I'll have to look up and to see how it is. But I gave this book 5 stars. It skipped the romantic twist. I did not see coming. I'm not sure how I feel about the romantic twist, but we will have to wait and see in the next book, whenever that comes out. Then I finally got around to reading Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This is the second book in the Lunar Chronicle series, and this follows, most of the time it follows Scarlet, but you also get to re-meet Cinder, and she meets a bunch of new characters. So I really, really like this book. I think this book is probably my second favorite. I really did like Cinder, but I really, really loved meeting this character, and she was probably one of my favorites. And it was a very, very interesting take on the wolf, who the wolf was and who it wasn't. I'm going to do a spoiler discussion of the last 2 books in the series because I have just completed it. So after that, I read Cress by Marissa Meyer, and this is probably my favorite. I love this book. I love all the characters meeting. We got to meet Winter, which is going to be the next book in the series. So yeah, this is probably my favorite book in the series, but my favorite character is probably Scarlet. But I love this book. I really liked how everything all came together. She's a great world builder, so check out my spoiler review, which will be coming today, hopefully, if I have enough time. And then after that, I read Mission Titanic, which is the new book in the Double Cross series, which is in the 39 Clues series. Clues series is a great series for any children to read, and this is the newest series that follows as a double crossers in the family and they get kicked out of the family. I was a little bit misled by the back cover because I thought that the book wasn't going to focus on Amy and Dan, but it did, but they did it in a creative way, and still technically they aren't the main members of the family, but it's a really fun way to teach kids about history. So yeah, I really love this series. I'm going back to school to be a teacher. So anything that makes history fun and engaging, I am all for. So really, really liked it. I know the next one comes out, either it's out already or it's coming out in July. But it's going to be about the Mission Hindenburg. And these books basically, these people are recreating disasters in the past and the future. Like this one was called Mission Titanic, so they're going to recreate the Titanic disaster and see how that impacts it, and then these kids have to save the world again. But yeah, it's a really, really cute series, and I really, really enjoy it. And then after that, I read Ember in the Ashes by Sahati. I really like this book. I gave this book 5 stars. It was so, so crazy. So fast-paced. I really like the switching of perspective. It gave 2 very diverse perspectives on one incident, or one situation in one world, and it really reminded me of The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. It was a very, very fast-paced novel set, and I think it's set in like ancient Rome, but it's boy and girl opposite perspectives, and they're all in such opposite circumstances, but they do meet in very intriguing ways. And this book was meant to be a standalone, so you really don't have to read the subsequent books that are coming. I think it's now going to be a trilogy. But I really, really liked it, and I will give you all my spoilerly thoughts or my non-spoiler reviews in a spoiler or non-spoiler discussion. I think I'll probably do a non-spoiler discussion on this. But yeah, I really, really liked it, so check out my review. And then the next book I read was A Boy Next Door by Katie Van Ark. I was so, so excited for this book, and I have to say, it slightly did disappoint me. It wasn't my favorite. I did like the characters, but they were a little bit hard for me to wrap my head around, and I don't think the book was engaging as it could be, so I gave it like 3 stars. It was okay. There wasn't a lot of meat to the story, but that's normal. You know, sometimes contemporaries just catch me like they have been, but sometimes they just don't. So this was not my favorite, but I was happy to read it. It was an interesting backdrop that I normally would have liked, skating. So I'm gonna look up to see if she has anything else out. But I was looking forward to it. It just did not hit me the way I would have liked. And then I started reading Midnight Queen by Sophie Izzo Hunter. I'll have like 100 pages left, so I'm still in the middle of this. I went and I stayed with a friend unexpectedly when I went up to visit upstate New York, so I was sitting in our house and she has a ton of books. So I started reading the Shopaholic series by Sophie Kinsella, so I completed and read Confessions of a Shopaholic. It was a really, really cute read. But again, it was like a 3-star book. Like, it was funny, it was fluffy, it made me laugh, and I'm curious to see where it goes. I really want to read more of Sophie Kinsella. I know she has a lot of books out. I know she's coming out with a young adult series coming out this year. But it was a quick read, so hopefully I was able to start the next book in the series, which is Shopaholic Takes Manhattan. I just didn't get to finish it. So I'm going to have to rent that book from my library and see where that goes. But yeah, those are all the books that I read. And also in this month, I completed Grim Morning by Chris Colfer and Empress Returns by Chris Colfer, which was really, really good. And I also bought Lola and the Boy Next Door. But I actually completed that book in June. So yeah, that's all the stuff I read. As always, go to my booklet blogs. I'm going to try to post as many reviews as possible. So keep an eye on that. And also check out my other reviews. Some more reviews are coming today, so keep an eye out. Again, tell me if you guys have read any of these books below. Tell me what you guys thought. Anything, what did you guys read in May that you really enjoyed? Do you think I would like it? If so, comment below and tell me why you think why. But have a very nice day, everyone. Bye.